fine, thank you.
Can I ask for some questions?
Okay, let's go.
What are the main reasons that cause drugs addiction?
Okay, well, I think that some people want to have like a kind of escape from the life they have. So, well, some of them consume drugs in order to have like the opportunity to feel different, to feel better. I think that this is a way to escape from reality for a short moment.
Okay. Do you think family environment is related to with the drug use?
I believe so. I'm sure that some researchers could have a much better answer than mine. But I think that it also has to do, drug consumption also has to do with the absence of a familial structure, and so some young people in particular may start consuming drugs because they do not have at home enough support or enough rules to be respected. So, I guess that this is an important factor.
Okay. How could you help people with drug problems if you could do it?
How would I help people?
Yes. If you know that that people you could do it.
Okay, of course, in this case, you need to talk to this person. This is obvious. And the question is, what would you say to this person? And I think that in this case, you need to show understanding, not that you agree with drug consumption, but the fact that you are aware that drug consumption reveals that this individual has some problems, some need for help. So I think that I would talk to this person, try to find out what his or her problems are, and try to suggest this person other ways to have a good time. I don't know, by traveling, by doing another activity such as sports, art. I don't know, but I know that this is very, very difficult. I'm not saying that just by playing football the drug consumption will end, but I think that you have to give some alternatives to the person and to show that you're here for him or for her, and that I think that you need to be very you need to be very constant in this effort, because you may have some efforts, some results. Sorry, you may have some results after, I don't know, maybe a few days or weeks, but this would be worthless if you're not constant. That means that the person may stop consuming drugs for, I don't know, 3 days, but it can, he or she can start again. So I think that you need to show support, but not just once every week. You need to be constantly there and to show that there are much better things to do.
Okay, thank you. What do you think about the legalization of drugs?
Well, in fact, it cannot be a full legalization of all drugs. It's very important to consider that when this issue is debated, it's about the legalization of some drugs, not all of them. I think that, it may be a good thing. I'm not very personally convinced, but I think that the other policies that have been tried have not been successful, so it may be the moment to try something else and to legalize some soft drugs, so to say. And I think that this may have a positive impact on the security environment, because drug trafficking is not only a health issue, but it's also a security issue. So if the trade of a certain kind of drugs is made through official channels, it may be well, more secure for the whole society, but well, not very well. I would be interesting to see what effects it could produce. It's already legalized in some countries, so it could work, but also what works in one country may not necessarily work in another country. So, well, why not trying? But the problem may also be that if you legalize some kind of drugs, there will be later demands that other kinds of harder drugs should be legalized too. So a limit should be set. I'm not sure that the existing limit is the correct one, but well, we could try to move this limit towards a more tolerant approach to the drug consumption. But we need to be clear that there will be always some limit.
Do you think it could work for Mexico, and why?
Well, in this case, I do not know enough about what kind of drugs are mainly consumed here in Mexico, because when we deal with legalization, it's quite common to refer indirectly to marijuana legalization. And I don't know if marijuana is the most consumed drug right here.
Yes, marijuana and cocaine.
Okay, well, two distinct kind of drugs. Yeah, well, it could work, but I'm not sure, because here the black market is very
Yes, in a big way.
yeah, many things, even many legal things, are sold in an unofficial way. So the problem is that if you legalize drugs here in Mexico, at the end of the day it will be traded through unofficial channels. So when we legalize something, you want to have a better control on it.
Yeah.
But I fear that in Mexico, if you legalize this product, it will be traded through unofficial and so uncontrolled channels. So I think that the drug legalization may be a good idea in some countries in which the government is already controlling quite well the trade channels. But here in Mexico, where there is control so limited in trade, well, on the market in general, it may not be such a good. It may not provide such good outcomes. So I'm not sure. I don't know.
Okay, that's all. Thank you so much.
Okay, well, good luck with your work.